Hey Ryan, long time no see. I have been great. And thank you so much for hooking me up with those CM brand face masks. I'm in love with the model number 6005-1. Did you see that the CDC just published the filter test results on their website? That they scored a 99.18% filter rating. That's even better than the N95 face masks I was using. Not only do the KN95 face masks offer better protection, but they are so much more comfortable to wear. I hate wearing those hard, cone-shaped N95 face masks. They leave marks on my face for hours, and after 30 minutes, I feel like my ears are getting ripped off.
Hey doc, good to see you. I need your help with something. I am working on a video that teaches you how to calculate the statistical probabilities on getting infected, based off of the type of PPE you wear when you go into public. The CDC is recommending people should wear a cloth face mask when going into public, but they say on their website, the cloth-style face mask is designed to help prevent the spread of COVID-19, but they are not sure if it offers any protection to the person wearing it. I've been doing extensive research and wanted your feedback.
Ryan, I am so glad you just asked that question. You are 100% correct. A cloth face mask offers little to no protection to the person wearing them, and if they only filter 10.5% of pathogens, they really would not help slow down the spread of COVID-19 either. There is no magical COVID-19 fairy walking around infecting people. People are getting infected because a vast majority of the United States has not adequately been educated on PPE safety. As of May 19th at 6 a.m., the United States has reported 1.5 million cases of COVID-19. If you took Russia, Brazil, the United Kingdom, Spain, Italy, South Korea, Switzerland, Sweden, and France combined, they only have 1.49 million infected people. These countries have larger populations, higher populated areas, and combined, these other countries have tested over 15 million people, versus the United States, who only tested 11 million people. Countries that have flattened their curve have done so by implementing strict PPE policies. You are going to hear a lot of ignorant people try to convince you otherwise. You are going to hear people say things like the United States tested more people, the United States has a larger population, the United States has heavier populated areas, and my personal favorite, more people are getting infected staying at home than working. Like those people never left their homes, and magically got infected sitting on their couch. People who have got infected during these stay-at-home quarantines, most likely got infected by eating fast food, eating takeout food from a restaurant, or not wearing the proper PPE when they went in public. Had these same 1.5 million people put on proper PPE, only 75,000 of them would have got infected. If you are still questioning things, watch what's going to happen in Wisconsin. They have reopened their state, they allowed bars to reopen, and there are no requirements in place that force employers to provide PPE to employees. There are also no laws that require people to wear PPE when going into public. You will witness, firsthand, how these actions will produce devastating results. By July 10th, if Wisconsin does not make serious changes to their game plan, mark my words, the results are going to be catastrophic. It's really mind-blowing when you see people getting so upset about stay-at-home orders, then you watch those same people in public protesting without a face mask on. How many more people do you think will need to get infected before people start realizing how critical it is to wear the proper PPE when going into public? If you put on the proper PPE every time you leave your home, you could reduce your chances of spreading C-19 pathogens by up to 99%. On that same note, if you put on the proper PPE to protect yourself from getting infected with C-19, you can statistically reduce your odds of getting infected by up to 95%.
Every single filter test result on the CDC's website shows the white cloth style face masks only filter 10.5% of pathogens. Doc, you are so right. It's all about giving yourself the best chance at staying healthy, while at the same time, playing your part to help keep everyone around you safe. Everything you do in life can get broken down into a risk analysis. To be able to calculate relative risk, we compare the risks of outcomes. Our objective in such studies is to identify the risk factors that are more strongly associated with one group than the other. Thus, risk and, therefore, relative risk get calculated from these studies. We can also use odds ratios, which measure how strongly the risk factor is associated with the outcome. For example, we know that if you come into contact with someone who is infected with COVID-19, you have a 75% chance of getting infected. We know that the CM brand KN95 face mask filters 99.2% of pathogens. We know that wearing safety goggles with foam padding blocks 99% of pathogens from making contact with the mucus in your eyeballs. We know that washing your hands for 30 seconds kills 99% of germs. With these statistics, we are able to calculate your odds of getting infected. Even if the person standing next to you is infected, as long as you wore the PPE listed above, you would only have a 9% chance of getting infected. If you wear no PPE, you have a 75% chance of getting infected. So with that being said, if we use the same situation and a person only wore a cloth face mask that filters 10.5% of pathogens, that person would have a 64.5% chance of getting infected. For the first 45 days of this pandemic, the CDC, local government, and media refused to advise the general public to wear a face mask. Prior to April 3rd, the CDC told the general public, wearing a face mask was not needed. They even said, a face mask would not protect you from this virus. On April 3rd, cases in the United States reached 239,000. Over 5,900 Americans lost their lives before the CDC finally announced that people needed to be wearing a cloth face mask when going into public. The kicker is, if you wrap toilet paper around your face, you would have a better chance of not getting infected than you would if you followed the CDC's recommendations. If businesses in the United States reopen and they only provide cloth face masks to their employees, you will see the second wave of infections. That makes the first wave look like a walk in the park. If we want to reopen America and get our country back up and running again, we need to help everyone understand that when dealing with respiratory viruses, especially COVID-19, wearing anything less than an FDA-certified KN95 or N95 face mask will drastically increase that person's odds of getting infected.
Ryan, it would be my honor. I look forward to seeing you in our next video. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Don't forget, if you like this video, join our Facebook group and click that subscribe button. We are going to be posting a ton of great educational videos just like this one. Be smart, suit up, and stay protected.